Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the very best radar detectors on the market with different levels of performance, different features, and different price points geared towards different people. Now, whenever I do these videos, they tend to be very detailed and comprehensive. They're often over half an hour long. This one's going to be a little bit different. I want to go over all the key points and information that you guys need to know, and I'm hoping to do this in 5 minutes or less. We'll see how this goes. Now, as far as all the detailed information that you need, that's going to be down in the video description. So the full reviews of the detectors, maybe some comparisons between a lot of the top options, your setup tutorials as far as how to program and configure the detectors to use them where you drive, and then also the purchase links to pick up any of these detectors, and I'll give you guys a couple options with different benefits depending on where you buy or different price points so you can take a look. And all that information will be down in the video description. So with that said, let's go over all the top radar detectors on the market and why you would want to choose one detector over another. So with that said, starting right out of the gate, the best and kind of main detector that I would typically recommend, and the one that I run myself when I really need a radar detector, is going to be the Uniden R3. Retails for $399, and it is the best performing windshield mount radar detector on the market. It's going to give you the longest range performance. It's got really good false alert filtering. It's undetectable by radar detector detectors, and it has a GPS chip inside so that when you come across a false alert, for example, from a speed sign or a grocery store's automatic door opener, you can teach it this is a false alert so it won't alert you again. It's got low speed muting to keep it quiet in parts of town that you haven't been in before. It's got red light camera alerts. It kind of has all the key core stuff that you need, and it outperforms everything else available here. So whenever people are looking for the best radar detector, one of the top options, if not the top one, is going to be the Uniden R3. Now, if you're looking for a detector more for rural driving, you don't need the GPS functionality for your GPS lockouts or red light camera alerts, take a look at the Uniden R1. It's the same idea, but it's $100 less, and it doesn't have the GPS chip. So this is more about raw performance, and you have the good BSM filtering, but you don't have the GPS functionality, so it's geared more towards maybe more highway or rural driving as opposed to more city driving. Now, the next options are going to be from Escort. We have the Escort Max360 and the new 360c. These are going to be your most feature-packed detectors, and they're also going to be the ones best suited for convenience and plug-and-play functionality. They have the GPS chip for your GPS lockout so they can learn false alerts and filter them out for you, but they're automatic here, meaning if it sees the same signal a couple times, it'll automatically teach it what's a false alert, and you don't have to keep messing with the detector, which is very nice, especially if you don't want to learn all the details about radar detectors. It also has a lot of other functionality, such as arrows to actually help locate the source of the threat. Is it ahead of you or is it back behind? It's got Bluetooth built in, so you can pair it with your phone and share your alerts with other drivers, and they can share their alerts with you to get more information and an additional layer of protection. It's kind of like Waze for your phone, but again, it's more hands-free and automated because the detector is doing it all for you. When you're paired with your phone, it can display the speed limit on the front of the detector. So it's got a lot of additional features and functionality. They're the most feature-packed detectors available on the market. Performance isn't as high as the Uniden detectors, but they make up for it with all the other features that they add. Now, they're also the most expensive windshield mount radar detectors on the market. The Max360 is going to be $650. But you can typically find it on Amazon for about $100 less, closer to $550 or so. Prices fluctuate, so take a look down in the video description for the information about that. Now, the Max360c is the same idea as the Max360, same level of performance and same filtering, but it adds a Wi-Fi chip inside, so it can connect to your car's Wi-Fi hotspot or to your Wi-Fi at home and automatically update itself whenever there's new red light camera alerts or whenever there's new firmware. So if you're really looking for that plug-and-play convenience, this is going to give you that to another level. Now, it's also been redesigned. As you can see, it's a little bit smaller, but the main benefit is going to be the fact that it adds Wi-Fi. There's also a new mount which makes it easier to mount and unmount from your car, but the main benefit here is going to be the Wi-Fi. It is expensive. It's the most expensive windshield mount detector on the market. It retails for $699, but it's also going to be the most feature-packed detector on the market, and so if that's what you're looking for, the Max360c is one to take a look at. Now, if you like the idea of the arrows with the Max360 and 360c, but you don't necessarily want to pay that level of money, take a look at the Valentine One. It retails for $399, and then if you add a Bluetooth module with it to pair it with your phone with some apps can add a lot of the same functionality that you've got here, such as those automatic hands-free GPS lockouts. So as you drive around, the detector with your phone can learn those false alerts for you and begin filtering them out for you automatically. The setup and configuration here is more complicated. It doesn't have all the information here on the display, such as the fancy OLED display, your frequency information or speed limit information, and so there is going to be more configuration required. It is going to require you to tether it to your phone. But when you're looking at $450 as opposed to $550 or $650 or $700, if you're more tech savvy and you're looking to save some cash, the V1 is going to be a great choice for you. Now, another good option is going to be the Radenso Pro M. It's the most compact detector here, and the main benefit here is the fact that it can detect some special low-powered radar guns, including the Multi-Radar CD. This is a radar gun that's actively used across Canada, and it's now starting to show up here in the US. It's currently in use in New York, for example, and they're using it for photo radar applications. Out of all these detectors, this is the only one that's capable of detecting the MRCD, and out of all of the MRCD-capable detectors, this is going to be the very best one in terms of both detecting it and filtering out false alerts from the MRCD. So if that applies to you and you're looking for a more future-proof setup, the Radenso Pro M is a great choice. It retails for $549. And then finally, again, all these detectors can be pretty pricey. The cheapest one is $299, right? If you're looking for a less expensive detector, you know, maybe a starter detector or you're on a budget, take a look at the Uniden R3 R1. It's the predecessor to the R3. It doesn't have quite the level of performance and it doesn't have some of the features that the high-end R3 does, but it's still a very capable detector. It's able to outperform a lot of detectors at $400 price point, and yet it retails for $299, but you can now find it online for closer to $249. So if you're looking for a good city detector with good performance and maybe more on a budget and you still want the GPS lockouts and low-speed muting and red light camera alerts, take a look at the Uniden R3 R1. Now finally, for those of you guys looking for the most affordable detector possible, or you drive in more rural areas, or if you drive in California, any of those situations, if you want a detector under the $200 price point, take a look at the Uniden R6. It's the same idea as the R7, but it doesn't include the GPS chip. And so it's not going to be as good for driving around town because you don't have the low-speed muting or the GPS lockouts. But again, for more rural applications or maybe more just highway driving, the R6 is going to be a great way to save some money, and it's going to be your best detector under $200. If you live in California, that detector specializes in detecting 34/7, and it doesn't have the lockouts, so you could just disable K-band because they don't use K-band in California, have it focus just on 34/7, and that's going to be an amazing detector for California. The R1 will give you better performance, but the R6 is kind of a special gem for you California drivers. You're not going to get the red light camera alerts, but run Waze on your phone, and you're going to get that for free. So awesome, there you go. There is kind of a quick high-level overview of all the best radar detectors on the market. Again, for more detailed information and comparisons, take a look in the video description, and there's going to be a lot more information down there for you guys. So cool. I don't have a watch on, I'm not actually checking the time, but hopefully that was around 5 minutes or so. Kind of a cool personal challenge for me. And yeah, there we go. There's a look at all the current top radar detectors on the market and what the different specialties and features are. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.